Publishing final grades for instructors using the Grade Center in WT Class. To start with, once you are inside of your class, if you will go to the Grade Center and select the full Grade Center. We want to start by entering zeros for any grades that do not have anything entered. For example, for exam 1, we notice our second student does not have a grade. So to easily find which assignments do not have a grade, you can click on the column title to sort by the grades within that column. You can now enter your grade of 0, press enter, enter the grade of 0, and go through and add grades for all missing students. So we'll do the same thing for our exam 2, select the column name so we can now see we have 3 students who did not complete exam 2, and we can enter zeros for each one of these grades. Next, you may want to verify what exactly is calculating for each of the letter grades, A, B, C, D, and F. By default, if you go to Manage and go to Grading Schemas, there is a default letter grade of letter grade no rounding. If you click the drop down and go to Edit and scroll down to the schema mapping, you can see what percentages will get a student's particular grade. By no rounding, each grade will work from 90 to 100 for an A, 80 to 90 for a B, 70 to 80 for a C, and so forth. You can make any adjustments to the grades if you want to round by changing it to 89.5 or above to be an A, 79.5 or above to be a B, and so on. You can change the grading schema so that it will automatically calculate for you. Any changes made to this page need to be submitted. Once you have set up and verified your letter grade, you can return back to the full Grade Center. The next step is to set up the gradebook to say what is the grade that you will be looking for the final grade. You may already have a title of overall or some other kind of name, or it may be that you're using the percentage or points column. By default, the percentage column will likely have this green check mark, which is called the external grade. This is what signifies to the system that this is where the final grade is going to be located. Since we are not using the percentage column in this course and are instead using points, we need to switch the external grade by clicking on the drop-down menu to the right of the title and doing Set as External Grade. This will migrate that green check mark over to the points column to indicate that this is now the column that we will be using for the final grades. Next, we will need to edit our final grade, whatever we have now set as the external grade. We will click that drop-down menu to the right of the title again and go to Edit Column Information. We can scroll down to the secondary display area, and we need to change the secondary display to that grading schema we just previously looked at. So in this case, we are going to use the letter grade no rounding. We will then submit this. We will now see in our points column, it now includes a grade in parentheses of that letter grade to let us know what our students are earning in this class. Students do not see the secondary display. They only see this points in this case, whatever is before the parentheses. We can now begin to publish our grades. Return to the home page. Locate the Early Alerts and Publishing Grades module and click on the Click to Post Final Grades button. From the Final Grades publishing page, change the visible groups from all participants to the first group in the list. You may see multiple groups if your course is merged, stacked, or cross-listed. You will need to publish grades for each one of these groups in this course. After selecting the visible group, you will select the Populate Final Grades from Current Grade, select the drop-down, and select Final Grade. This will populate the final current grade into the final grade column. You will now notice that the current grade that was pulled from that external grade in the Grade Center has now populated into the final grade column. For any students earning a grade of F, You will also need to enter a last date of attendance, or alternatively, check the checkbox for having never attended. If you are unsure of what to put for the last date of attendance, please check any attendance records for students who attended in person, virtually via Zoom, or any other form. If you are teaching an online class or need additional reports, please follow the directions inside of the Publishing Grades document for additional reports that may be ran to help you determine this date. Any additional grades that you want to change, you may delete from the final grade column and update to another grade. Once you have added all of the grades and updated all of the grades in the final grade column, click the Submit Grades button. When you submit the grades, you may not receive a notification at the top of the page letting you know that you have successfully submitted your grades. To verify if you successfully submitted, return to the course homepage, click on the Final Grades button, and verify that the grades in the final grade column now have grades. For additional information on publishing grades, on incompletes, or earned grade of F, please visit our WT Class Publishing Grades website and view the additional documentation.